Hello, hello. It's Jessica Riverson, and this is another How She Did It interview. I have Makayla Ervin. How are you?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I've been really excited about this interview. Makayla joined our Permission to Charge Academy just a couple months ago, and she is an amazing mamapreneur. She's 23.
Great.
Okay, that just when you hear her story, you're going to be blown away. Like, how in the heck is she 23 years old? And so amazing already. And such a great mom, wife, business owner. So I want to dive right into your story and how you grew your coaching business. So why don't you just tell us a little bit about where you were in life, in business, before you came across Permission to Charge?
Absolutely. So I like to say that I've always been an entrepreneur. Even at the age of 10, I used to sell my Halloween candy to the kids in my neighborhood. Like I liked candy, but I liked
So
money.
smart.
Yeah, and so
It's a
I've
full profit business, right? You got the candy for free and then you sell.
and so I've always just really liked the hustle. So fast forward, way forward to when my son came along, and I just knew I needed to stay home with him. And I started building these businesses, but I didn't feel like it was something that I was super passionate about. So
What kind of
when
businesses did you have at the time?
I
Like,
had,
what other businesses did you do?
so I started off with the wreath-making business, and I transformed that into just like home decor. And that's when I really started getting into like a brand. I need to figure out my brand. And I decided I didn't love it. Again, it was just this like wrestling back and forth with, this is not like my sole superpower, this is not what I'm not making an impact this way. And so I did photography for a while, and it still just wasn't clicking. So I would have friends coming to me at the same time, and they'd be like, how are you doing this in your business? Like, tell me more. And I'd become super obsessed with helping them in their business, like more than they were. And I knew then, like, I want to help other moms start their business. I want them to help them harness their brand and really be able to articulate that in the online and be profitable. And so from there, I knew immediately, like, I want to be a coach. I have no idea how to be a coach. I had zero clue. And so that's when I found Jess, and I knew her message and how charging your worth, was huge. And I wanted to do that. As a mom, we don't have much time. And I had been working for nickels and dimes to what I should have been charging for other things. And I was tired. I wanted to start my coaching business off on a good note. I didn't want to feel like I had to work my way up and work my way up to worthiness, to charging. Ooh. And so I hired Jess and Quaco, and it was amazing. It was, I mean, y'all seriously helped me transform my business because I had no clue.
So yeah, let's talk about that. So you said it was like March that you were like, okay, in March you're like, okay, I'm gonna be a business coach. Yep. And then, from March to June when we met, what had you tried or done? Like, where were you feeling stuck? Because obviously, you were like, okay, I need some help. But like, had you tried to get discovery sessions? Had you tried to get clients? Had you done anything to figure out this coaching business?
Yeah. So I started building my following, and I was creating content for free because I wanted to see if people even cared what I had to say. And they totally did. But I was like, this is super valuable content that I'm already giving away for free. Like, how do I make more of this? How do I pull more of this out of me? And can I charge? Like, can I charge anything? People are doing this for free right now. So would they actually pay me? And so at that point, I think it was June when I was like, I'm going to make this legit. And so that's when I hired you guys, and I was like, I need to know how to make a program, how to make a profit from this passion that I'm doing, that people obviously are loving and finding value from.
So, and how did you find us?
Oh, so I think I was searching for business coaches. I just started searching for business coaches for coaches. because I didn't want just any old business coach. And I was seriously drawn to your message, your permission to charge. Because like I said, I didn't want to start off at the bottom and work my way up.
Did you watch our webinar, or did you find me somewhere else?
So I did. So I think I signed up for your webinar and then I didn't watch it. And
I always love finding this out. This is great. So you didn't watch it, and then what happened?
I didn't watch it, but I kept getting your emails, and I kept reading your emails, and I was like, I want this.
Email marketing, people. Yes. Come on.
Yes.
I get it. You got to understand.
Even if somebody doesn't show up to your webinar.
Even if you think people aren't opening your emails, you just send them. Yes. You send them with love, and the right person sees the email.
Exactly. I did. And so I was like, what is this girl about? So I went to your website and I started looking around at your program.
Oh, dear God.
I do love that.
My old clunky website that we're redoing.
Yes. So honestly, at first I was like, well, what's the cheapest program that I can get to get some value? I was like so nervous. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to book a discovery call. I need to know if I'm even like worth it before I invest. And so I did. And that's when I was told that I was worth it.
Of course.
I was so excited. Yeah.
That's amazing. So let's talk about the solution. What did you learn in the academy? What things jump out at you that you really, because in the academy, it's not about just teaching a bunch of stuff. It's like a few key things that once you master them, you can get great results. So what were the key things that you feel like you mastered and started helping you get results?
Wow. A lot. So like I said, I started from nothing. I knew nothing. Some of your coaches come in and they know a lot already, and it's just refining them. But I was like a blank canvas. And so first of all, my signature talk, in my webinar, I had no clue how to even build something like that, let alone at the length that it is. And you guys just helped me break it down. I mean, seriously, break it down and build it up to the people to present that publicly, which, can we just talk about that for a second? Like I think that was the first challenge you gave me, was to speak publicly. And I was like, no.
No, thank you.
Yes, exactly. But you just kept telling me, like, this is how I did it, and you need to do it too. And what did you know, the very first time I did my speech, like fumbling and all, I still got 5 discovery sessions. That's 5 people on my calendar that wanted to talk to me. And
reaching out to you, which is so awesome.
And, my presentation wasn't perfect. It wasn't flawless, and it didn't have to be. They still wanted to know, what I had to offer. And on top of that, you guys helped me build my program. I mean, I had nothing but that free course that I was offering to people, and y'all helped me build that out. Sales, that was hard. And
let's talk about your signature program and then about sales. So you didn't have a signature program. If I recall, you could tell me if I'm just totally wrong, but when you came in, you weren't like 100% about your niche, which I don't think anybody is when they come in, like, because you are now a branding coach, right? But is that what you were coming in thinking you were going to build?
No, not necessarily. So I just knew I wanted to be a business coach for moms, but gosh, so many people are moms. That's such a wide range of people.
That's what it was. It was, you had something kind of broad. You're like, I want to help moms. And I'm like, okay, well, I remember that conversation. There's a lot of moms. What kind of moms? What do these moms want?
Exactly. Several times Jess was like, so let's get clear about this again. Like, let's bring it down. And so, yes, I had to really get specific about the moms that I wanted to help, and that I essentially wanted to do what you were helping me do, was create that brand and get very specific. It is so easy to teach things to other people, but you still can't teach it to yourself sometimes. You need somebody to help you.
Right. It's like the doctor can't do the surgery on herself.
Absolutely.
So you're a branding coach now, and one of the things that we always do in the Academy is help you come up with a result statement. So you can kind of go out in the world, you can go to a networking event, you can go to social media, and you can say what you do and who you do it for. So I'm going to put you on the spot. Tell us now, what do you do and who do you do it for?
So I like to call myself a success coach for mompreneurs with the focus on personal brand and relationship marketing. So that's, the coaching is like a big umbrella, business coaching. And so those are my focuses on personal brand and relationship marketing. And, I just help these moms transform their side hustle into, a profitable brand that makes them bank from their kitchen table. I mean, they can do it in yoga pants to leggings.
So let's hear, I want everyone watching, especially because I know other Academy members are going to watch this too. And then people who are like, want to get into the Academy, say that result statement one more time, because it's pretty badass. I love it.
Yeah. So I help mompreneurs transform their side hustle into a profitable online brand that makes bank from their kitchen table. Like
from their kitchen table.
I
love it. I love it.
Yeah.
It's so good. So yeah, we got clear on your niche. You got a result statement. You're like, okay, this is who I'm serving. This is the problem I'm solving. And I always tell people, like, if you want to have a high-end program, you need to solve a high-end problem. So these moms they're struggling with their hustle, that's like and a lot of times this happens to all of us, right? It's like you working so hard on a business and you're not focused on the right things, and you don't know what you don't know. And so these moms are struggling to make real profit out of the time that they're spending. And, at that point you either give up because you're like, this isn't even working.
Yeah.
Or you just get lower self-esteem because you're just like, oh, I guess I suck, which isn't true. But we do that as moms, right? When we're not making the progress. So what you're doing for them is incredible. So I want to hear, now that you got your signature program, you got your signature talk, you have your messaging down, like, did you get your first clients? Like, tell us about that process. And then you can talk a little bit about sales too, because I know you've done a lot of discovery sessions and there's like a learning curve. I mean, you're someone that like never did discovery sessions before.
Right.
So tell us about that and tell us about your first clients.
So yes, so I had lots of sales experience, and Kwaku and I actually laughed about this because I had done some of the like sketchiest sales jobs ever, like back in college, and I could do them like crazy. But when it comes to selling your own stuff, it's very personal, and you need that coaching and you need that constant like empowerment, because it's going to sting a little bit more when people say no to you versus, this random product.
Yeah, if you're selling a widget, it's like, and you don't even care that much. It's a lot different than when you're like, it's your soul's work.
Yes.
You put a high price tag on the value of it.
Exactly. That's so right. So, I learned so much from the sales, and I got so much training. I ate up every single like sales module and training that y'all have, because I was nervous, and, I worked my way up. It did not take me long at all, maybe like 3 discovery sessions to get my first client, though. It actually happened on my birthday, which was so awesome. I know. I was like, I think I manifested and was like, this girl better say yes on my birthday.
That's awesome.
So anyways, yes, I signed my first client, and would you like me to talk about the price point?
Do it. Of course. This is permission to charge. We talk about money. We talk about prices.
Absolutely. Yes. And so, $3,500 for my first client. That was more than my business had made, my photography business had made in the whole last year.
Brilliant.
And so, it was crazy. And that all came from just knowing how to charge on the value of something and how to charge what you're worth.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I wasn't afraid at all. I remember the day that you asked me, like, so what do you want your program to be? And I just like said it, and I got scared a little bit afterwards, but I said it, and it felt so good because I was like, yes, I felt so aligned with that price. And I was like, this is how valuable it is.
That is amazing. Well, let's talk a little bit more about your results and your client results. So you've enrolled, more people into that $3,500 program, and your clients, how are they doing?
They're doing amazing. And let me tell you, 100% of the clients that I have right now have renewed their contract with me after their time.
Brilliant.
So they don't want
to go
working with me. And, you know, it's awesome. And I would not have known how to keep enrolling people and having, you know, programs after the signature program if it wasn't for you guys. Because I was like, you know, now what? After they finish my 8 weeks, what do we do then? And
yes. So is your 8-week program a private program or a group program?
So we do a group coaching program. It's super engaging, and everyone kind of gets to know each other. And I think that that's super powerful to have that camaraderie of people that are kind of, you know, working towards the same goal as you.
So how, I think this will be interesting for people, because one of the conversations I had with you is like, look, you're a mom, you got little ones. How much time can you devote to your business? And so, you know, some people are like, I love private coaching. I just want to have like private high-end clients. And then most of the people in our program are like, you know, I really want to scale and leverage my time. Mm-hmm. And so once someone gets in your program, how many hours does it take you to deliver? I think that's kind of interesting. Like when people are in your 8-week program, how many hours per week does it take you to deliver that program?
So right now everything is automated, like the modules and stuff that they get is automated. So that takes 0 time once you build it out. Yep. And then I have one coaching call with them a week. I actually just had it last night. So we do our coaching call, and it lasts about 1.5 to 2 hours. And that's it. I spend time with them during the week, emailing back and forth. That's on my own time though. I can do that in my jammies at 1 a.m. if I want to. And
email support, once a week group coaching. Do they get any private coaching?
So my clients have been so great. I have not had to put a cap on one-on-one coaching because they value my time. They value their time. And they're not just going to sit and chat if they want to. So they do have the option to reach out for one-on-one coaching if there's something we really need to hash out. But nobody has abused that yet. So
you guys listening, this is a 8 weeks. So $3,500 program, 8 weeks, pretty much no private coaching required. And they're getting amazing results. They're they're re-signing. And so you're able to deliver this in a couple hours a week.
Yeah.
Now, as you bring on more and more people, it might go up by a couple hours, but I mean, just with, you know, a group of people in the program already, it's 1 hour a week of group coaching and some emails.
Yeah.
It's
amazing.
I mean, how does it get any better than that?
Exactly.
So the key is that it's about getting your clients results, mm-hmm. right? So it's not like, you know, that we're doing, you know, we're leveraging our programs because we don't want to coach people or because we want to just get the most money for the least amount of time. You have to have results there too. And you're seeing now that it's possible. I mean, you need to go like this and just pinch yourself right now, seriously, because when I was 20, first of all, I didn't start like my I was coaching for free through my 20s as like a hobby. But then, you know, when I started more around 29, 30, and I started getting serious about like, I would like to be paid for coaching because I love coaching. Then it still took me years. And it's just like the fact that you have this coaching business that you're able to run a few hours a week. I mean, it's insane. Yeah. And you're 23 and you just started and you're like, you started your business. I wish people would know, I'm sorry. I'm overwhelmed because you know who's going to really understand this interview? People who have been in coaching for a long time. Mm-hmm. They're going to have the whole hot flash that I'm having right now because it's like when you've been in this industry a long time and you've been around the block and it's been hard, mm-hmm. and you see how much easier it could be. So I'm saying to pinch yourself just because you could have joined any coaching program out there. And I'm not the only person on the planet that, you know, knows some of this information, but most coaches are going to teach you the launch model, or they're going to teach you something else. And it makes me so happy knowing that you have your kids, you have your family, and you have now a business model that supports that. Not that it's not easy, and not that, there's not long days or whatever, but it's so much better than if you were just trying to get all these private clients who were barely paying you and they weren't valuing you.
Absolutely.
I mean, it would be hard. So I am like so happy that like you said you want to start on the right foot, and this is like, you basically started with a scalable business, whereas most of us, we start with like an unscalable business and we work that for a long time. Yeah. And then we like get smart, and then we learn how to change it and scale it. But you're just starting off like, I mean, think about it. You have a business model that will support a 6-figure business and $1 million business. Maybe you would have to like maybe hire another coach to help you with the email, support or something once you got like that big. But if you think about it, you could enroll 10 people a month. That's $35,000 a month.
Yeah.
And it's still taking you one group call. Maybe you had 2 group calls. I don't know. Right. But it's still only taking you a fraction of the time, and people are getting amazing results.
Absolutely.
So what is possible for you now? Like, I really want to know, like, you and your husband and your kids, what do you guys see is possible with this business now? Like, what's your future?
Yeah. So right now we're focusing on just really filling our program and serving more clients. We're expanding our brand as well, just to really offer value. And so we've launched a podcast, but we are kind of revving that up to go full time in the year, as well as a blog to supplement that, because I know some people don't listen to podcasts. But we are just really getting ready to also launch a mastermind with my current clients, which is
yes.
Really
yes.
But yeah, so
your husband will he get more involved in, I mean, I know he does the podcast with you. Will he be able to get more involved in the business?
Absolutely. He's doing technical support for me right now, so I'm employing him.
Awesome. I love it.
The tables have turned, and yeah, he enjoys it. He loves it.
Yeah. I always like to know, what does he think about your, like, getting $3,500 clients? Did that just blow his mind?
Yeah, I think he knew like what he was getting into when we got married, because he was just like, this girl's not typical. So I can't tell if she's trying to date me or sell me something. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so yeah, he's just kind of, he said he always knew that I can do it, which is so cheesy, but but it was just, again, about finding the right thing and finding my calling, which is, I mean, the main thing that you, or like the overlying message that you help us with is finding your soul's work. Like, it's not going to work if you're trying to force something, and so he's super excited about it though, and to find his soul superpower in all of this.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we're thrilled.
That is so exciting. I just can't wait to see where you guys take it from here.
Thank you.
Because the sky's the limit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's amazing. Well, I always like, as we just wrap this up, I like to give everybody an opportunity to shout out any of the team members. So I know we didn't talk about Facebook ads, but in the Permission to Charge Academy team, there's obviously me, my husband, Kwaku Riverson, Ben Blackman, the Facebook ads god, as we call him, McKenna Sage, our copy goddess. I think those are the main people you interacted with. Of course, Amy, our amazing DA. Is there anyone you want to shout out, or anything you want to touch on?
Yeah. So totally, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like getting emotional right now. I don't even know why. I think that it's just so amazing, the support that you guys give. Like you said, you're not only just getting coached by Jess, as if that wasn't enough. You're getting amazing support from Jess. You are getting like top of the line sales coaching from Kwaku that, I mean, I can't tell you how many times I got on the phone with him and was just like, I don't know what I'm doing. And he was just like, this is what you're doing. Snap out of it. Like, I mean, he is so personal. The first time I ever talk to him. Like I scheduled a call with him. I hadn't met him on a group call yet. And I was so scared. I don't know why I was scared, but
he's just a big, intimidating guy, but he's just a teddy bear.
He really is. And I was just like, he's going to know that I am so new at coaching. He's going to rip me to shreds. And he did. He was just like, come on, girl. Like, come on, let's do this. And so having that sales, the sales therapy module is amazing. I mean, like I can watch that all day and get stuff. And then Ben Blackman, I mean, you're getting Facebook ads help for nothing. I mean, like for the cost of getting in your program.
Yeah.
He is selfless. I know we were laughing about this the other day on that call, but I was like, just let me know if I'm taking advantage of you, because he gives and gives so much valuable information in this. I mean, I was able to run my own Facebook ad knowing nothing, like literally nothing. Facebook ads was a magical unicorn to me. I didn't know how to master it at all.
It still is. It will always be.
And you're good. And I was just like, okay. And my Facebook ads, I didn't even speak to that. My conversions were so low. I think they ended up averaging out at like $3.50.
Nice. So when we say low, you guys, that means good. That means she's getting people opting in for her email list for an amazing price.
Yes.
Yeah, $350. Is that for your webinar or for your lead magnet?
That's for my lead magnet.
Okay, that is not too shabby at all. Yeah. Not at all. That's good.
Yeah, that was awesome. And
so let's talk. Can we just talk about that really quick? Because for people that may not understand, so while she's sleeping or taking care of her kids or doing something else, Mamapreneurs are opting into her email list. Okay. Yes. Now she's got a bigger audience to connect with, to offer services to. And if you haven't seen Makayla on social media, you should follow her, because she's just amazing. Her messaging, the way she shows up. And so I can only imagine, I haven't seen all your emails yet, but I'm sure your emails are just as riveting. And that's bringing people in there into your funnel that are interested in who you are and how you can help them.
Yes. It's been so amazing. And on top of all of that, we have McKenna that helps with copywriting. She can take any of your jumbled mess and help you work it out. And Jess is amazing at that as well. And the guests that you bring on, like you have some guests on there. Marla Mattinson, that one will go down in history.
That was amazing.
But
that was just a bonus we slid in there. So that was awesome.
Yes. So there's just, I mean, you're hiring a coach, but you're getting coaches. You're getting lots. And the friends that you make in the group, I just want to talk about that. I may really start crying at this. But I mean, you're surrounded by coaches. Like at first I closed myself off. I internalized everything because I was the new coach, and I didn't want, them to tear me apart and be like, who is this girl? And there were so many times when Vamana reached out to me first and was like, hey, I just want to say hi and let you know that we're here for you. And then Tracy, Heidi, Carissa, I have formed such a bond with Carissa, Sade. I mean, I have friends for life that understand the struggle of a coach, and that we coach each other. We're just like, hey, I need some friend coaching here. And we just all kick each other in the pants. And it's funny because we hear ourselves say, Jessica comes out of our mouth.
That's awesome.
Yeah, knew you were gonna say that. So yeah, it's amazing. This program, I swear, Jess is not paying me to say this. This program changed my life. I would not be where I was, where I am right now without this program. I would still be slinging free courses.
Slinging free courses, that's awesome. I just adore you and your family and what you guys represent and what you stand for. I so appreciate you doing this interview and being so open. Mamapreneurs, hit up Makayla. Where can they find you? Do you want them to follow you on social media, or where do you want them to go?
Yeah, so there's a couple of places. Facebook is the best place. Like you said, I show up a lot on Facebook. You can follow me at facebook.com/thebrilliantbrandedmama.
Yes, that's right. The Brilliant Branded Mama.
Yeah, so that's my Facebook.
But we came up with that on a call, didn't we?
We sure did. I was like, I don't know what to call myself. And so yes, I think it was me, you, and McKenna. We hashed that out. But yeah, so you can follow me there. I'm also on Instagram. It's at the Ervins, Ervins. That's my last name. So yeah.
Ervins. Okay, got it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I can't wait to do an update with you in the near future, and we'll see where you're at then.
Absolutely. Can't wait.
So thank you everybody for listening. And if you want more information about the Permission to Charge Academy, you can watch our webinar. And if you've already seen our webinar and you're like, yep, I'm ready, you can go ahead and book a consultation, a free business breakthrough call. So we can make sure you're a match, and then we can help you. And that is at permissiontochargeprograms.com/schedule. So we'll see you on our calendar. Otherwise, start with the webinar, which should be somewhere around here. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.